Hi, and welcome to Cat Run Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today we are going to be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy issue 15.
High five.
So ignore the large number 1 right here in the corner, because this is Marvel Now 2.0. So basically, it's everything that takes place after Civil War II. We all know that Marvel loves to be able to slap a number 1 on a comic, even if it's not the number 1 in that run. Mini rant over. So basically, this is the starting point of the Guardians of the Galaxy grounded storyline. So, does anyone remember back to my infamous Iron Man review when I asked, when Ben Grimm, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. popped up, where on earth was the story of him becoming an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.? And why on earth he was after infamous Iron Man? What was the deal behind all that? I wanted to know more. I wanted to understand exactly what was going on. Well, here it is. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so this is going to be them stuck on Earth. It's definitely a good jumping on point for anyone who hasn't been a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy reading base for a little while. I kind of jumped off there for a while when Angela wasn't really a fixture on the team anymore, but I gotta tell you, I'm happy I jumped back on with this issue because this is a Ben Grimm issue. And we get to see Ben Grimm walking into a Big and Tall store. And he walks in and his clothes are a little bit tattered up. He's kind of had a little bit of a hard time with just now getting back to Earth. He hasn't been on Earth for a couple of years now. And, things are a little bit different. And the guy that's working there, the owner, whatever you want to call him, he knows Ben. And he's asking about getting him all suited out and everything. And Ben says, no, he's just there for a hat and coat. And he'd like to just borrow them if he could. He said he'd pay him back. He just doesn't really know where his things or his money or anything is right now. And the guy takes that and he tells him that it's fine. He doesn't have to pay him. It's all good, And then he goes to give him some money as well. And Ben's telling him, no, you don't have to do that. And he says, no, you don't understand. He says, this is my granddaughter. And he shows him a picture of this adorable little girl on his cell phone who is wearing a Fantastic Four little night gear, jammies. And he's talking about the fact that no big purple fella from outer space ever ate her or him. And that's because of Ben Grimm. So he's saying when he tells him not to worry about it. And there's this great moment with them, and he gives him the cash, and he tells him to get himself something to eat in a hotel room, And there's a little bit of a tearjerker moment there where it's just like, aw, people love you, Ben Grimm. People love you. But, so he goes into a pizza parlor, and he orders 3 pizzas. And when the guy asks him to pay, he goes to count out his money, and the manager runs up and tells him, no, he doesn't pay. He doesn't pay. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, don't you know who that is? So, of course, it works out right there. So he gets his pizzas, he gets himself something to drink, and he's sitting alone at his table, and he's remembering back to eating pizza with the rest of the Fantastic Four, the Richards, the Storms, and their kids. And he misses his family. And that's when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show up. And, we're dealing with a lot of uncomfortableness where he's a little bit concerned that he's going to get thrown into something or forced into something. But he finds out that they actually would like him to join and be an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And the deal behind it is they want him to go after someone. They would like him to go after Victor Von Doom. And I love his face when he finds out about infamous Iron Man, Victor Von Iron Man. He goes from confusion, basically like constipated confusion, and then pure shock. I love his face in this. And then he gets really upset when they're talking about, it's like, oh, he's trying to be a good guy now. He's fixed up his face and he's trying to be a good guy. And Ben Grimm's exact words are, no he ain't and no he ain't. So, of course, he takes up S.H.I.E.L.D. on their offer and he joins. And, of course, the first thing he does is he goes to Stark Towers when he finds out a bit more about what's going on with him, with Victor Von Doom possibly working with Iron Man at some point before, and he sees that it's gone. It's basically just been depleted to rubble. And who is he meeting but Mary Jane Watson? And they've got this cute little thing where Ben feels like he's met her before. He knows her somehow. And she says that she used to be a model. And he says, oh, so did you date my boy Johnny? And they have this cute little moment where she's talking about how Johnny, she never dated him for lack of trying because he used to always call up all the different modeling agencies and just ask out whoever he wanted. And Ben says it sounds like him because he used to sit there with catalogs almost like he was ordering takeout when he was asking women to date him. Which, that's totally Johnny Storm. I love it. But, yeah, so their little meeting, their fun little meeting, kind of gets destroyed when Viplash shows up. Yes, it's Viplash with a V. Not a W. I thought it was Whiplash when I first looked at it. It's Viplash. So, this guy's saying that Tony Stark destroyed his life, he stole his life, and now he's going to steal everything he can from him. Well, this only works out for so long. Until, Ben Grimm, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., happens to stop this guy. And he pounds him. And I love it because the cops are there and they're asking if he's alright. He's just like, is he dead? It's like, he's okay. He's breathing. He's good. But he continues his discussion with Mary Jane. And they're discussing the fact that she doesn't really know what happened between Stark and Doom. She doesn't really understand everything that was going on. It was kind of secret. She only knew it from Tony's perspective, and it was mostly all behind closed doors. However, she does know that the two of them were both interested in the same girl. So we get into Dr. Amara. So the very same doctor that Victor Von Doom is chasing around in infamous Iron Man. This is how Ben Grimm finds out about her. This is how he figures out exactly where to go. This is exactly where everything starts for it. He returns to S.H.I.E.L.D. and he's basically telling her, he doesn't have a place to go. He doesn't have anything of his old life. He's got some work to do in order to get things together. He doesn't have a passport or identification or anything on him. And, they got that taken care of too. And she hands him a bag, and not only does it have his new uniform in it, but it also has the keys to his new apartment and the keys to his car. Yes, he has a car. And, he feels right at home in that car, as you can see it right there, with the Fantastic Four logos all over it. But Touchlands, and he's gonna go speak to who he can from the Guardians. The only one that he's been able to get into contact with is Katie Pryde. And then, of course, the very end of the comic, we get to see him go after Dr. Amara. So we saw this very same instance happen in Infamous Iron Man. So literally, this is what happens right before Infamous Iron Man. If you want to go right into reading Infamous Iron Man #1, totally fluid. Same exact panel. But the next issue is going to be A Groot is a Groot is a Groot. So yes, it's going to be a Groot issue. I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, who doesn't love Groot? Who doesn't want to hug Groot? But yeah, I'm excited. I really enjoyed this issue. It was a lot of fun. It definitely links right into Infamous Iron Man. So if you're a fan of what's going on with Infamous Iron Man right now, I'd say definitely pick up this because it sinks in so well. Yeah, so give me a like if you like this video, comment below, and tell me what you thought of the introduction of Ben Grimm, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and what you think moving forward with the Guardians of the Galaxy, trapped here on Earth. Subscribe to my channel for more comic book content, or check out any of my older videos I have up for offer here on Cat Run Figures. Like I said, I did review the first 2 issues of Infamous Iron Man. Yeah, until next time, I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye!